Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so
Salam and good evening, everyone. Hope you've been enjoying the evening. Hope you've enjoyed the appetizers and evidently dessert as well. Um,
There's nothing like dessert before dinner.
so, a couple of things to kick off this evening. First of all, we have this beautiful document that is going to certify the ceremony that you just witnessed. And Ajay and Samaa will come over and sign it. But, and as you all know, it's known as a Nikanama. But before we do that, um, since you guys were privately asked if um, you consented to this marriage and everybody didn't hear it and people wanted to hear it. So, so Ajay, you did agree to marry Samaa, right? Hang on.
Kabul.
Now that was the easy part. Samaa, did you actually agree to marry Ajay? She's busy? Did you say she's busy, Mana? Okay, so Samaa, one more time. You did agree to marry Ajay. We got a tough cookie here. She's not admitting to anything. Sama, we spent a lot of time planning this wedding, okay? I won't say what else we spent, but are you confirming that you did agree to marry Ajay?
Kabul.
There you have it, folks. Now we've all heard it. So, so just to eliminate any doubt, we're going to make them sign this paper. And this paper certifies that the marriage of Ajay Shah and Samaa Kazaruni has been solemnized in accordance with the requirements of Islamic law as enshrined by the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the agreed mahar in the presence of Dr. Liaquat Takim, uh, who officiated, and there will be two witnesses who will be Ajay's dad, Pratik Shah, and myself, Mansoor Kazaruni. So please come over.
everybody. Welcome back. In case you forgot, I'm Layla.
And I'm Kieran. Why am I getting cheered?
And we will continue to be your MCs tonight, walking you through the program.
We hope you all enjoyed the ceremony and are looking forward to the rest of the night filled with good food, music, and memories.
To kick the evening off, we will be inviting Jennifer and Isabella, Samaa's childhood friends, up to give their speech.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jen.
And I'm Bella, and we like to call ourselves Samaa's first friends. And to be honest, we're pretty honored to have that title. I remember Samaa, the new girl at Dunlow Elementary School, walking in with these hideous purple pants.
I don't remember Samaa's hideous purple pants. What I do know is that one day I had no clue she existed, and then the next day, my parents were thrilled that I had more friends than just Bella.
And to be fair, we were only 6, so our memory isn't great. But look at Samaa now. She's no longer the girl with the ugly purple pants, but a beautiful bride both inside and out. For those of you that didn't know Samaa as a little girl, well, we're here to give you the tea.
So, her favorite color is yellow because I'm her best friend.
Samaa's birthday was also everyone's favorite in school. Why? Because she always brought these chocolate-covered cornflakes, okay, which she gave to every single person in the class, but she also claimed that the recipe was hers, and later we found out that it was her nano's, so she was lying.
Everyone wanted to be in her group because she'd ensure you get an A.
She was the ultimate social butterfly. And thanks to her, we were at the peak of our popularity in elementary school, back when it was cool to be a teacher's pet. And Samaa was the ultimate teacher's pet, okay, even winning the most prestigious principal's award in grade 6.
And nobody would have guessed that Samaa, the recipient of the principal's award, would have been the first of our group to become completely boy crazy, especially at an age where our parents still believed that we thought boys had cooties. But not only did she become boy crazy, but she fell head over heels for Ajay, a guy who taught her to skip class and break the rules, and a guy whose favorite store was not Staples. But he was also the guy who taught her to live life to the fullest.
So Samaa was always like very smart, right? And she was always a little bit of like a nerd, a little bit, you know, a cool one. But anyways, she loved scavenger hunts, and this guy, Ajay, decided not only to give her a scavenger hunt, but gave her the best scavenger hunt all around the city of Toronto, which isn't small, in order to put a diamond ring on her finger. Like, who can beat that?
And you'd think being in separate schools after elementary school would have naturally drifted us apart. But thanks to our social butterfly, we always remained close, and in high school we even played rep volleyball together, and in the volleyball world she was known as Samaa Spikeruni. But to us as an adult, she has been a mother, a teacher, a sister, and a best friend. She was basically our personal Siri that we could always go to for advice about anything.
Like, hey Samaa, how many glasses of milk should I drink a day?
Hey Samaa, how do I make sure I don't get kidnapped on this Tinder date?
Hey Samaa, how do you kiss a boy?
Samaa was the role model of our group. She was the one who tutored us when we were falling behind in school. She helped our friends apply to master's programs, and she was always there through the ups and downs of growing up. She was the first person we'd call with any news, good or bad.
From knowing Samaa since we were 6 years old, we can confidently say that there was no one that fits her life better than Ajay. We were not fortunate enough to know Ajay as a 6-year-old, but we're so lucky to become friends with him through Samaa. But as some of Ajay's newest friends, we have noticed some sketchy things that we want you to be aware of.
The first is that he chose a career where he cuts people with a knife.
The second, he's an attention hog, okay? He'd always have Samaa texting and calling him when she was at my house. Okay, she was in the corner and she was like sending little nice texts to him. And my mom noticed too. My mom did notice.
And he thinks coins are not cash. However, despite all these red flags, the Council of the Jays have decided that these major flags can be let go because there's no better couple than Sam and Ajay. We have watched them fall in love. We've watched them overcome all obstacles. And Ajay makes her so happy, and we know she does the same. We know your marriage will be filled with lots of love, adventure, and excitement.
So to end off our beautiful little speech, we have some wishes for you guys.
We hope you're able to sleep in a tent in the woods as much as your heart desires.
We hope your relationship is as fiery as Meredith Grey and McDreamy's.
So yeah.
We hope you never decide to put spaghetti in the Moose Tracks container in the freezer. Oh, again, me. And I hope you move to Greece in the middle of nowhere with me.
And I hope you stay in Toronto with me.
We hope you fill your new little house with smart little babies running around solving scavenger hunts.
And we hope you love your speech as much as we love Sam J. Kazaa.
Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful speech, Jen and Bella. We will now be hearing from George and Danny, who went to high school with Samaa and Ajay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Danny,
And I'm George.
and we're going to take some time to say a few words about the amazing groom, Dr. Ajay Shah. Now, what is there to say? George and I have had the pleasure of knowing both him and Samaa since 2008, when we started the first of 6 amazing and formative years of middle and high school. Even though we all parted ways for university, and in Ajay's case, actually moved to another continent, we all stayed friends over the years. And I have a theory on why that is. It's because of some of the deep bonds that we formed through some of our shared experiences, whether it was getting blown out in basketball tournaments, running out of food on a grade camping trip, or causing trouble and struggling through chemistry class so that the teacher had to separate us. But they say history repeats itself. And so when I was reflecting back on some of the more recent experiences a decade ago, I wish I could say that we had changed. But it was interesting because some of those experiences included a 5-game losing streak in our rec soccer league. Although I think we started playing better once Samaa came out to watch the games. And bringing way too much gear on a backcountry camping trip, so we had to keep going back and forth and getting all of it. So history repeats itself. It's also probably for the best that our troublemaking days in class are over. But I will say, there was one day a few years ago that reminded me of the good old days. I was visiting McMaster, and I managed to sneak into one of Ajay's medical school lectures. For some reason, we were sitting in the front row, and of course, I immediately got cold called. I do not pursue medicine. I have no idea what I'm doing there. But luckily, Ajay had grown older and wiser and actually was a medical student since high school, so he covered for me, and he had the perfect answer. And I learned my lesson too, and I never went back to med school again. So some of our memories and moments where both George and I saw Ajay's true personality shine through come from our experience with him as a teammate on the mighty UTS Blues roster. And so George is going to speak more about that.
Playing sports together was the origin of me and Ajay's long and beautiful friendship. And even though our teams almost always lost, Ajay and I were always competing, we were always locked in and in sync, and we made sure to celebrate even the smallest victories. So one soccer match, we were down 9-0 in the second half. Ajay was the goalie. He did manage to make a save. And we had one of our signature moments of connection across the field. I started sprinting up the pitch just as Ajay punted the ball long over all the defenders' heads. The ball found me in a breakaway and I scored, making it 9-1. And even though we lost 12-1, we still consider it a great victory to this day. I honestly treasure every opportunity I get to compete with or against Ajay because something about it brings out the best in us. Although the best athlete is not me or Ajay or Danny, it is Samaa, who broke records in high school volleyball and has continued to put us all to shame.
So many of you know Ajay is now Dr. Shah, the up-and-coming orthopedic surgeon. You might even know him as a great dancer, a podcast pioneer, a fearless explorer, a pool party host, a Patriots fan, and a dedicated Pokemon Go player. But something not a lot of people know is that for about 4 years, Ajay and I were the sports columnists for our high school newspaper covering professional sports for some reason. And so when I was called upon to give this speech, I thought to myself, what better opportunity to revisit some of those bold predictions? So without further ado, let's take a look at what 15-year-old Ajay had predicted. So first one, and I quote, I think the Leafs, you can see where I'm going, will bring the cup home in the next 10 years. There's no way they aren't the next Toronto sports team to win a championship. I definitely believe in them to break the curse. So, unfortunately, for Leafs fans everywhere, Ajay was very wrong. At least he wasn't as wrong about the next Toronto sports team part. As we know, the Toronto Raptors did win in 2019. Not a great start. So let's take another look at another quote here. Number 2, the best duo in sports today, this is, I think, 2011, is Tom Brady and Gronk. They're definitely going to win a couple more Super Bowls, and then I can see them retiring early as Patriots to solidify the dynasty. So getting better, they did win a couple more Super Bowls, but as we know, they retired with the Buccaneers and won another Super Bowl with the Buccaneers. And unfortunately for Ajay and Patriots fans everywhere, the dynasty is over. They're struggling with Mac Jones, Drake May, a lot of issues. So I think for many reasons, we're all glad that Ajay didn't pursue a sports journalism career. But I can say he is starting to get better at his predictions. So here's to Ajay and Samaa on their amazing marriage. It's really hard to put into words how happy we all are for you. And with that, I'm going to pass it back to George to conclude.
Beyond the world of sports, Ajay and Samaa are the best teammates in life. They will always be there for you. They have your back, and they just managed to show up for their friends in so many amazing ways. Just last spring, I was struggling with a new medical diagnosis that had me in and out of the hospital. And even though this was nothing to do with Ajay's specialty, and even though he was so busy and sleep deprived from his own residence, he made time to learn as much as he could about this issue, treatment options. He made a PowerPoint for me and walked me through it. He was so present. It included jokes to cheer me up. And I just felt so supported by him in that moment and through this whole journey. I think it exemplifies how Ajay and Samaa can be so caring to their friends. But what's really beautiful is how caring and supportive you two have been to each other through all these many years of love. Your commitment and perseverance has inspired me, and I just feel so much joy and hope witnessing you get married today. So cheers to Ajay and Samaa.
This day and this month, or this week rather, have been many months in the making. And many, many people have contributed to its success. So I would just like to thank each and every one of you for your contributions, your effort, your support, your assistance in every way to make this such a memorable week for Samaa and Ajay and our families. We have laughed, we've cried, tears of joy, by the way. We've danced like mad, and we celebrated together all week. And here we are today with this husband and wife. I'd like to start with the Shah family, who we have had many interactions with over the last year as we planned these events. Beena and Pratik, along with Sajan and Kiran, have been intimately involved in planning every aspect of the lead up to this week. Needless to say, through this journey of over a year, we've gotten to know the extended Shah and Patel families a little bit, starting with Ajay's Dada and Dadi and Nani, their children, their grandchildren, who are adorable. And it's been a pleasure getting to know each and every one of you. Throughout this week, we've also met many of your friends who quite visibly are as close to you as family. And it's really reassuring for us to see that our daughter's circle of care and love is about to expand with so many wonderful new people in her life. We have friends and family here from all over the world. I'm not going to do the name the countries thing. We're so grateful that you've prioritized this event, this evening, over all of your other commitments to be here with us tonight and to bless this couple and to share in our happiness. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. There are others who love Ajay and Samaa dearly but couldn't be with us tonight. At the top of that list is my mother in Bombay and my brother Nasser, who unfortunately aren't here tonight. There's also Kareem, Geeti's brother in Karachi, who couldn't make it. Their presence tonight is missed by our family, but I know that their blessings and their good wishes are with us. Now let me tell you, I thought that Geeti and I both have challenging jobs. She's a teacher of children on the spectrum, and I've had the privilege of designing some of the tallest, shiniest towers in this city and leading a very large architectural firm. All that pales into insignificance when it compares to planning a wedding. I have been in awe of this mother-daughter duo. Who worked tirelessly for the last year to make this week happen. Both while juggling demanding jobs, building our new home, moving house, health issues, personal and social commitments, but never losing sight of planning this wedding. I don't have words. I've always known my wife to be superwoman. And my rock. But she surprised me with her tireless dedication and commitment to ensuring that this is the best experience for our daughter and son-in-law. Thank you, Geeti. We also have a quiet worker who's Samaa's greatest champion. She keeps us sane and is our voice of reason. There's some eye rolling in there as well, often. But she's always there for Samaa, and she played a key role in the success of this evening and many other key milestones in Samaa's life. Her best friend and her younger sister, Leila. Leila, thank you for having such an incredible presence in Samaa's life. And I just pray that your sister bond continues to strengthen as Samaa embarks on this new journey. But I'd be remiss in pretending that just a few of us could have pulled this off on our own. As they say, Bina said it last night, it takes a village. Pratik said it. And it did this time too. So many of our closest friends and family have stood beside us through this time. In any way that we needed, volunteering your time, your effort, your energy, your ideas, your resources. I'm not going to single anyone out because I don't want to miss anyone. But I will just say that a few stand out and will remain unnamed. Just know that you've forever carved a place in our hearts. Thank you. I also want to thank the many vendors and venue operators who've supported us on this crazy journey called planning a wedding that we knew so little about. Once again, thank you for sharing your knowledge, your expertise, your attention to detail, and sorry if we drove you a little crazy through these past few months. I will single out Neha. Where is she? Neha is our wedding planner. It's been amazing to work with you through this effort, Neha, wherever you are. I can't see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's much more to say about our lovely daughter and her husband. Got to get used to having that roll off my tongue. But I'll save that for tomorrow night. Finally, I will end with this special tribute. Geeti's been a mother, friend, confidant, and guide to Samaa. I can safely say that she's been a role model for Samaa and her safety net. There have also been other significant influences in Samaa's life over the years. And we're now going to have a special nod to those significant people, especially the women.
टुकड़ा